Welcome back to another Alliance War, the final Alliance War of Season 2. For Loki is taking on Apoco, and I've been assigned path number 5. I've done a little bit of scouting beforehand and realized that I didn't need to bring in my Stark Spidey, who is my usual kind of utility option for this lane. And of course I don't need to bring in Nebula for this path since I don't have a biohazard node. So I'm thinking, you know what, let's bring the whole royal family, let's have a little bit of a royal reunion for the final war of the season. This is how I started the season, with the royal family, the royal trinity, all together, and this is exactly how I intend to finish it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on a couple of 20% boosts here. Of course, I have a lot of extra attack already just from these synergies, and I'm actually going to pop on a Power Start 1 boost. Just taking a quick peek at this node here. I'm thinking it's going to be a magic, just because magic typically these days is not seen on the deeper nodes. She's normally kind of more up front here. Not that she is a terrible defender anymore, but most people have Blade. And especially if you know, if you could find her later on in the wars, then most people will get a Blade to her and just shut her down pretty easily. But I pop on a Power Start 1 boost thinking, alright, let me just Armor Shatter magic here, and then she's going to drop really quick if I put the Armor Shatter on, just slice right through her. Got all the attack power in the world from the synergies and everything, so got the Armor Shatter going. Just trying to play around that limbo, and I'm going to try to bait out a special 2 here. If I get her to throw the special 2, that would really seal the deal on this first fight here. Come on, magic, please. Please throw your L2. Oh god, she's now throwing the L2. And now I'm starting to get worried because I'm backed up against the wall. I can't really do my normal baiting technique here just because, you know, it's Mystic Dispersion. I'm not that good at doing the deep evade thing to get around triggering dexterity. So yeah, if the parry technique didn't work, then I'm kind of screwed here, and my Furies were expiring anyway. So at 73% at the start of the special, it really took me down to 32%. I had 2 buffs, which is why it inflicted extra damage. I had 1 Fury buff and 1 Dexterity buff, so yeah. And of course, class disadvantage and everything. So unfortunately, a bad start to this final war of the season. But hey, what are you going to do? Let's go ahead and just throw the rest of these health potions into Medusa here. The rest of the lane looks like it's not going to be too big of an issue. That was really one of the more annoying fights from my initial scouting, at least. So this next node here is Enhanced Special 1, Kinetic Reactor, Heal Block, but that doesn't necessarily matter, and Power Reserve. Okay, and it's Domino. It's exactly who I was expecting to see on this node. This is who I've seen before in the past. Now, watch for some crazy stuff here. The fight starts out, and everything is going great, man. I am crushing this Domino. There are no problems here. But she's actually going to break right through my block, man. And this is the biggest BS that I've faced this entire season. Right there. She just broke right through it. I'm stunned. She hits me with a special, and I'm dead. Just because she broke through my block. I'm actually going to run that back. I'm going to show you guys in slow motion so you can see exactly what happened. Because, yeah, I was definitely thrown off by this. Alright, watch this. I go into a block, and nope, breaks right on through my block. And I know if this is a bug or not, so I went to the forums, found a post by Kabam on June 8th saying, on the topic of the reports of her breaking blocks, that is not an intentional part of her design, and we are investigating this issue. So, great. This bug that's being investigated just killed me, and it's costing me probably 1,000 or so units, maybe a little bit more, because of the potions that I'm going to be using here to heal back up. So that's fantastic. 1,000 units, that's going to be about a week in the arena. Many hours just grinding away just to you know, restock my potions thanks to this bug. So this is a great this is a great war as a result of all that. But I'm gonna go ahead and heal up. I'm gonna go and throw these 5 potions into Medusa, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like I didn't want to use more potions in this, just in case something happened in this fight where, you know, maybe it was the same thing and I got stunned and she hit me with a special or something like that. So I just wanted to heal up enough that I could survive a little bit of a mistake if one should happen. And I do make a mistake. This is in the beginning of this next fight here. That was my mistake. But throughout this fight, she's actually going to break my block once again. You're going to see in here momentarily. Now, fortunately, this time, auto block is going to save me. Here it comes where she's going to break through in just a moment. There it is. Auto block saved my butt. And at this point, I'm just going to try to bait out a special, but I'm already too close to the wall to comfortably dodge that, so I just end up blocking it. Trying to get in as much damage as I possibly can here. Now, I didn't realize that that stun was going to go away as quickly as it did, so I got a little bit lucky there in the fact that I tried to attack after my special too, and she didn't just immediately kill me. But anyway, moving on. Next fight. Now, I only have 4 items that I could use in this war, and I'm thinking, man, I better just use the biggest potions possible, which are our team health potions. These things are super expensive. They're like 300 units a pop or something, 320 units, I think. Super expensive potions, but they heal a little bit more than the singles, so I just went in with that. Now, I did make a mistake here, and I should have used a health regen boost. I do still have 1 health regen boost. I should have put that on just to give myself a little bit of healing, but I was so pissed about that the last fight that yeah, I wasn't thinking clear, wasn't thinking about all of my options. I was just thinking, well, that's it. I used every item I had. Let's just go fight. There's nothing else to do. That was what was going through my mind. But it's Green Goblin, and it's Masochism node, and Masochism's not too bad to play around. You just have to kind of watch the timer and keep in mind that you're not always going to be able to land a parry. He's down to 11% pretty quickly here, just trying to bait out a heavy attack, and he's actually going to chip away my health a little bit before he throws the heavy attack. He was playing a little bit defensive there, just kind of poking me and then backing out. So took a little bit of extra chip damage, but at least I got him down nice and safely there. Alright, so we have 2 fights left, and like I said, I'm out of items, so we got to do it with whatever health we have left in Medusa. This is the other downside about bringing 1 champion with 2 synergies. And in the future, honestly, this has made me think about not doing this and bringing... maybe I should have just brought Stark Spidey for that 1 fight instead of going all Medusa. I still think I would have been fine if that bug did not exist, but still can't. I mean, playing this game, sometimes you got to expect bugs, unfortunately. But I go ahead and throw on an invulnerability boost here, thinking, you know what? Let me just make sure that I can get through this fight. I didn't know who was here. If I knew it was Yondu, I would have just thrown on a regen, but I wasn't sure who it was going to be, so I figured, all right, let me just go ahead and throw the invulnerability boost on this way in case I push them to a special 3 or something. I know I can survive it and at least get through this fight, and this way we can still clear the map. That was my main concern, was just that we wouldn't be able to clear the map. But gonna go ahead and bait another special 1, and Yondu is down without too much trouble. Okay, so we have 1 fight left. It's a skilled champion on the poison node, and the first thing I see is that this is a rank 5 5-star champion. It's the brute force node, which means every 6 seconds you gotta land a hit, otherwise you're gonna take a pretty hefty amount of degen. Of course, he only has 1 skill 565 in the profile. It's a blade, so I know this is going to be a blade going into this fight. But it didn't really matter who it was going to be. Of course, I was going to go in here with Medusa. So, alright. Blade, a little bit scary, only because I'm at 56% health. If I could have healed up, then this would have been no problem. Of course, I couldn't get the armor shatter on him because of him shrugging off the debuffs quicker. Just try to push him to a special 2 because I can evade the last little bullets of his special 2 and then find my opening like that versus the special 1 where I can't really do that. Now I do try baiting out the special, but you're always against the clock here. Watch this degen damage that I'm taking. It's ticking for 805 every half second, so every so often I got to kind of bait out a heavy attack just to get an opening and make sure that I can reset the clock on that degen. Now I'm getting pretty worried here. Not only am I backed against the wall, but I only have 24% health left. He still is at 50%, and yeah, I'm freaking out at this point. I'm gonna try to get him to throw another special 2. He throws a nice quick that time. I try to punish it, and I can't get in there quick enough. Still just baiting out the heavy attacks. My life is ticking away super fast here. I wanted to throw the special 2. I did not mean to actually get to a special 3, but unfortunately, I threw the special 3 instead of the special 2, and I took him down to 9%. I wonder if I would have finished my full 5-hit combo before throwing that special 3, if that would have ended it. But it didn't. He's still alive. And, okay, there we go. He's down. So just barely am I able to finish out this fight and finish out my lane. What a nightmare of a war. These last few wars that I've had have not been the best. Was hoping to carry a nice wealth of items into that Season 3, and I had to burn pretty much my entire inventory due to these last couple wars. This one because of the Domino bug, and the past ones because of my own doing pretty much. But yeah, what a way to end the season. I think that marks death number 5 for me, fairly certain. I've died 5 times throughout the season, so still a pretty good season overall that I was pretty happy with. Apoco, they did take the victory here, so good war to you guys. And the only thing left to do now is to collect the seasonal rewards. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Take care.